Hello there, everyone. Santok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Alright, we left off with a couple more side quests to do here in Airport, so let's get them done so we can get back into things. Oh wait, first, let's bring out a new minion. Let's do the Quarrel Kitten. Ah, just look at him. My brother's not a keeper. Quite thawed towards you after a wintry start. Well, Swiss is practically humming as she devises a new task for you to undertake. Camp Skull Valley was built to hold against attacks from the sea. To the north and south lie narrow channels, with a tide gate each to hold the Sahagin at bay. Will you deliver a bottle of lowland wine to the captains of North and South Tide Gate? Call it a small privilege of the quartermaster. Please take the first bottle to Captain Staholret of South Tide Gate. Jesus, that name. What the hell? They will get worse. What the? Okay. Is that another player flying around? Not sure, really sure why I also heard that motor. Hail, adventurer. What brings you to South Tide Gate? Wine. A bottle of Lowland from Sergeant Wiltswiss. Now isn't that something? And isn't she something? Crisp, yet full-bodied is my guess. You know, didn't think I had a chance with a woman like that. Looks like she's sweet on me. Always was popular with the fairer sex, if I say so myself. I have a brother. You heard about that? He's the captain of North Tide Gate. Like his peas in the pod, they say. But they never popped those peas out of the pod, if you take my meaning. Wiltswiss. Got a way about her, she does. Cool as spray, but there's fire there, and welcome she is to show me the light and scorch off every stitch between the two of us. Okay, guy. Little does he know that his brother is also going to get a gift of wine. Oh boy. I wonder if that crab is still over there. Probably is. I mean, people don't really see the need to kill hunt marks and Realm Reborn at this point in the game anymore. I don't see him though. Maybe somebody did kill him. Ah, there you are. The Captain Stallritz receive it well? The other bottles were Captain Northmorn of North Tide Gate. I should have mentioned. They're brothers, in blood as well as arms. You'd think them closer for it, but the bickering is well nigh constant. Are we not going to tell Wiltswiss about the older brother and the things he said? I'm really like, hey, just so you know, he, honestly, I don't know what I would have said. Dark helmet. It's another hunt target. That one's only low 50. What? Oh, it was the killer mantis I was hearing. It's like, what are those loud stepping sounds? Halt, adventurer! North Tide Gate is no place for idlers. Wiltswiss, the quartermaster, that mousy-looking girl. Still, she has excellent taste in wine. It must be a mind reader, for I have a supper of ocean cloud waiting that wants nothing more than a glass of lowland vintage. So, sent you over the bottle just for me, huh? Sent one to that backworth in South Tidegate too? Oh, you know what he's going to think now. that she's his for the taking, that strutting. Well, he's got another think coming. Misunderstanding an innocent kindness like that. She's a quartermaster. Doesn't he know this is a professional interest? That goatus fool. I won't have him bothering that lovely girl. Yeah, you tell him. Flowers for Gamir. Learned men write that he who is wroth feels not the approach of night. Wait, what? Learned men write that he who is wroth feels not the approach of night. What the hell does that mean? And the Lear loaf certainly seems insensible to all but his pressing need for your service. Where is Rohan? I told that barnacle the engineers were letting us take the new cannon out for a test. The 12 know when the mood will next strike those hugger muggers. Probably over at the crypt again. Morbid, I call it. Like a good wallow now and then, but he broods on dead folk he didn't even know. You go fetch Rohan. I'd be liable to profane the lich yard by beating him up with his thick head with that big stone hourglass. There I go again, blaspheming the keeper. Not that he much cared for that Ponzi. That's probably another bit of abominating. Here, take these flowers. Rohan at the Founder's Crypt. Give him the pretties for the dead, and I don't clear my slate with the gods. I mean, you're pretty close. You're going to travel like the 20 feet. Rest in peace to the 12, Gamir. Ah, you bring flowers. Come, no need to be shy. There's plenty of space. Small in life, he who sleeps here is large in death. You'd never know now that there was a hamlet here, would you? Halfstone was called. Built on the sweat of near 10 score brows, and put to the Sahagin torch. The settlers fought, aye. And how? Without a trained soldier among them. Gamir was one of those, a farmer by trade. He stayed behind to cover the final retreat, asking for as many arrows as could be spared. Then he took off his boots and gave them to another, saying it wasn't far where he was going, and here he lies now. Time was, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine doing what he did. You don't hold fast too much in a privateer's life. No pirate captain's going down with their ship. Any captain who looks to loyalty more than gold is liable to have his throat slit. But now, I gotta be better than that, don't I? I gotta be more like Gamir. Sight, extra large. Sergeant Rohan has the cross-eyed look of a man threading a needle, and none can doubt that you are the stitch in time that saves 9. An adventurer, are you? Seems a shame for you to come all the way out here without more to show for it. How about a bit of Vilekin hunting? There's a few killer mantises about on account of a hatching we missed. The commander sent out hunting parties and collected 10 and 6 heads. There's no more than 20 in the clutch. Think you can handle the last 4? Sure, I can kill some mantises. Right, that's one. I gotta... Oh, here's 2 more. I was about to be like, I gotta find the rest of them. Oh, I did not move out in time. I was looking elsewhere. Great range on how far I can do that. What is the range? It's 25 yalms. Yeah, the Y is not for yards, it's for yalms. How long is a yalm? I don't know. Nasty critters, those killer mantises. I'm sure Aragamir wouldn't have wanted anyone dying near his resting place. Good hunting, adventurer. Huh. See the birds fight to their nests. Time I return to the gate. Allerlof said we'd be testing a new cannon. Like to blow himself to bits without me about. You can collect your pay from Commander Falk Brita at Camp Skull Valley. Be well, adventurer. The 12 go with you. Is this the last quest? Can I move on? I thought that was another player there. I was like, wait, nope, that is a effect from a fate. I guess. No, those are NPCs fighting. Ah, Yerinthe. You become a familiar face around these parts. What brings you here today? The rest of the killer mantises? Well done. I must commend Sergeant Rohan for his quick thinking. With the thanks for the camp. Sometimes, I fear that we will lose the war against Hagen for having to deal with pests and beasts. Fuck. I hereby relieve you. Oh, thank you. When the commander of Skull Valley herself went to word with the humble adventurer before he takes to the road, all indications are that something unusual is afoot. I hear you're leaving us here, Yerinthe. News travels fast under the encampment. Mayhap you can assist us one last time on your journey out. I have a dispatch here from Maelstrom Command, from Commander Raynor of the Yellow Jackets. We've been investigating the Sastasha Seagra on their orders. It seems they have taken on an adventurer of excellent repute and pleasing manner, the Commodore writes, to complete the work. Oh yeah, that was me. I did that already. Now if you... Yes? Huh! This is you he speaks of. Of course. Well, Camp Skull Valley would be glad to add to the burnish of your repute. You have carried out your commissions admirably well. Commodore Raynor and many others in command are of the same mind as I, that we have spread our forces too thin with these tasks. I'm all too happy to withdraw our men for the caves, truth be told. Chief Sergeant Catwhistle is the ranking officer at the Sastasha Seagrout. Locate him and tell him that his mission is complete, and he is ordered to report back to Skull Valley. If we had done all the side quests before going to Sastasha, we could have ended them right with Sastasha. Gosh, dang it. Oh well, no harm done. I'm really liking our character. Oh, adventurer. You mean to enter the Sastasha Seagrat? I'd advise against it. You're likely to perish in its labyrinthine depth. Trust me. Were it not for sheer strength of will, I'd not be standing here. Wait, what do you mean you already cleared it out? What am I doing out here, you ask? Well, this is the comely spot for strategizing. Far better than the labyrinthine depth of the cave, friend. In there, none shall hear you scream. Particularly since everybody else has been reassigned. Me as well, you say? Back to Camp Skull Valley and away from the labyrinthine depth of that hellhole? Huh, most excellent. I have my principles and would willingly have sacrificed my life for the mission. But I am not grieved to cede that prospect to you, and bid this grot good day. My place is at a fort or on the battlefield, not crawling around a dank cave with coils of rope and sheaves of paper, fearing I shall never see daylight again. I warn you, friend. There's much danger in those depths. It is... what is the word? Labyrinthine, I tell you. Alright, and that is all the quests for now, and Aleport. Let's go ahead and go visit with Battaron of the Drowning Wench. Look at all the Christmas dancers. Yeah, you go. Hey, so your task was on the books? Was. Mind. I'm afraid that ship has already sailed, friend. Oh, much you be the adventurer accepted the job of investigating Sistasha. Oh yeah, that was me. Huh. You'll see that ship has not only sailed, but now returns to harbor. None the worse for its voyage. A pity. We dragged our boots for too long on this one. No matter. The wheel will turn and our chance will come. You're alright, of course. But there should be no rest till we've attained our goal, lofty though it may be. Not a wink of sleep, great leader. Our aim, lest you wonder, is to perform such feats of heroism as will earn us a place in the songs of every alehouse in Eorzea. We mean to write a legend, which will inspire adventurers as yet unborn to follow our shining example. Do you have such a goal? Large or small, it matters not. Only have a star to reach for, and you will reach higher. Purpose can sustain you through times of hardship. Keep your eye on the prize, and all obstacles will be overcome in time. Would not think to stride into battle unclad, would you? Well, goals are as arms, and armor for the spirit. I wish you fortune in your endeavors, sir. Back then, are you? With all your limbs and a tale to tell, I'll wager. Fishbacks. Here I was thinking you'd only have to crack a pirate skull or 3. 7 hells. You turned your back for 5 bloody minutes and the scaly bastards had set up shop on your bleeding doorstep. Still, sounds like you left them in pieces. So I don't suppose they'll be carrying out whatever mischief they was planning. Unless they was planning on feeding themselves with the fauna of Sistasha, of course. Any road, all's well that ends well. On behalf of Limsa, I thank you for shedding some light on this mystery. You've lived up to your reputation. I couldn't ask for no more than that. Now, I'll bet you're dying for a rest. Just in case you're not, I was wondering if you might be interested in taking on another job. Just so happens that I've had a request from our sister guild in Gridania, see? Seems the forest folk are in need of a adventurer who can get things done. For them to ask for help like this, you can bet the task will be no skip to a sunny glade. But as to the way you dealt with our fishback infestation, that's anything you can't handle. Give us a shout when you're ready and I'll lay it out for you. Gridania? Yay, we like Gridania. Party Finder unlocked! I'm surprised there was an actual tutorial for that one. I'll open it up and cover it myself. If I can find it. The Party Finder. The Party Finder has been added to the Party section of the main menu. Through the Party Finder, you can either search for a party to join or recruit other adventurers to form a party of your own. To join a party, select the Advanced Search and specify your search criteria. Upon finding a compatible party, simply select Join Party. To recruit adventurers for your own party, select Recruit Members and specify your recruitment criteria. Interested individuals will answer the call. You need only sit back and wait. So yeah, you can do... I mean, these people are doing like non-combat-y things. Some people's advertising a Christmas town. They have a whole town and a house? Not gonna lie, that's kind of interesting. Huh. There's a bath house you could join. And people that will take pictures of your character. Something that you'll note is that all these things say locked duty. This is because it won't, if you don't have the duty unlocked, you can't play through it yourself. You can't see what it is. Obviously, because you shouldn't be able to join something that you don't have access to, and also to avoid spoilers. Unfortunately, we can't even see like some of the small details. Wow, words. Details that I would kind of like to see. But, oh, if I click on it, it'll work. It still won't tell me what its name is. Hello. Okay. I don't know what these duties are for. There's a lot of terminology. It's like, I don't know what things mean. I know P4 means phase warp. This is P5 clear. 7-1 both Aquamarines, early pop CT. Oh, is this for the new ultimate? Because it says FRU. Might be. I don't know. Anyways. Call of the Forest. Battleron has information on a new task. Ready to hear about that job then? Like I said, the request comes from our sister guild in Gridania. And that's all I know. But whatever it is you get asked to do, I somehow doubt it pose any trouble for a adventurer that survived the bedlam in Sestasha. If you think you might be interested, you'll want to have words with Mother Mion, your counterpart in Gridania. Good luck, mate. Yay, Mother Mion! Let's do a return. At this point of the game, we're basically getting easy dungeons to kind of like learn how they work. So we got a dungeon in the Limsa area. We're gonna get a dungeon soon in the Gridania area, and then afterwards we'll get a dungeon in the Ul'dah area. I like how they set it up. Take a seat wherever you like, friend. Our waitress will come take your... Oh, it's you, Yeranthe. Tis so good to see you again. What's that? Oh, here at Battleron suggestion, you say? The foul-mouthed rogue sends me word that an adventurer might be along for the job, and it turns out to be you. Well, this makes things a lot easier, doesn't it? With regard to the task at hand, there's a fair bit to tell. Let me know when you're ready to hear the details, and I shall brief you. Fire in the gloom. Mion is waiting to brief you on your task. Ready for that briefing? Good. Now then, here's the long and short of it. Big pardon for interrupting, Mion, but our need grows ever more pressing. Have none stepped forward. And good morrow to you too, Bowlord. Your need must be pressing indeed if you to honor us with a visit. The good news is, your journey hasn't been wasted. I'm pleased to report that we have a volunteer at last, and one who comes highly recommended at that. Hey Lewin, it's me. Well, if it isn't our very own man for all seasons, you certainly have a knack for appearing when you're most needed, Yeranthe. But thanks for answering the call. Now, time is of the essence, so I shall proceed directly to the heart of the matter. We wish for you to nip a potential threat to Gridania in the bud. Beneath the central shroud, there lies an underground burial site called the Tam-Tara Deepcraft. The place was once a Gilmoran settlement, but we Gridanians have long interred our dead there. Of late, however, shadowy figures have been seen skulking about the Deepcraft, with ever-increasing regularity. Based on the accounts of various witnesses, we suspect that these individuals belong to the Lambs of Dalamud, a doomsday cult which sprung up prior to the calamity. These zealots have proven themselves dangerous in the past, and we leave them to their own devices at our peril. Ordinarily, I would have dispatched my best men to scour the Deepcraft with orders to flush the cultists out. Alas, the calamity decimated our ranks, and the limited forces at my disposal are constantly required to keep the Ixal at bay. Since we thwarted their attack on the Guardian Tree, the Birdmen have not allowed us a moment's respite. They have probed every ilm of our defenses in search of weakness, compelling me to spread our forces far more thinly than I would like. The situation so being, We have no choice but to entrust the task of dealing with the Lambs of Dalamud to others. Can we rely on you to handle this matter, Yerinthe? Oh yeah. You have my gratitude. Once you've seen to your preparations, pray make your way to the Deepcroft and identify yourself to the guard posted at the entrance. He will apprise you of the latest developments. That is all. Be careful out there, you hear? May the crystal guide you and keep you. Well, before we head over to the Tam-Tara Deepcroft, we have a new class quest to go do. So let's go ahead over to the Conjurer's Guild. Just double checking that there weren't any other new quests I could take. Just saw the different ones about joining new guilds. Eventually. It will be nice to get those cleared off my map once I get to that point. It's gonna be a long time though. Like mother, like daughter. Brother E. Sumiyan, or A. Sumiyan, requires your assistance in a matter concerning the young conjurer, Sylphie. Welcome, Yerinthe. The tales of your deeds reach me even here, in the cloistered heart of Stillglade Fane. Glad I am that you have come, for I would ask your assistance in a matter of some delicacy. It concerns, yes, young Sylphie once again. As you can no doubt imagine, the recent revelations concerning her mother have sorely troubled the young child. It appears Sylphie needed some time alone to sort through the whirlwind of emotions which now beset her. She has, in short, fled from the guild. Fortunately, a party of conjurers who were dispatched to the South Shroud to investigate another instance of corruption sent word that they have spotted our wayward Sylphie. Considering the importance of their mission, I would not seek to distract the conjurers from their task. Thus, I turn to you, to escort Sylphie back here to the guild. You are, I believe, one of the few people to whom she will listen. Pray, travel to Buscaron Struthers and speak with Wolfew. She was the conjurer who first chanced upon Sylphie and will be able to tell you more of how the young lady fares. Oh, we can't even go to Tranquil. Travel to Quarry Mill. Oh, we got quests. Oh, leaves. Oh, God. There's so much. I think I'm going to leave those for now. I've kind of decided that I don't necessarily need to accept every quest. We'll get to them all, but I don't need to do them all right now as we're going through things. It's very much when I feel it, and also some might just be saved for other classes. But considering we're doing class quests, I want to do that. I want to focus on that. That said, we do have targets for our hunting log. So let's go ahead and kill them while we're on the way. Actually, is this the same map where Tam-Tara is? No, it's not. Okay. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I can't jump over that? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a creator. That's fine. I'm not sure if we even went over to this side before. Maybe we did, because I don't see the... Oh, okay. But I don't see a thing on the map for the... Actually, no, there wouldn't be one for the Chocobo Keep on the map. Well, we'll find out shortly. Oh. Oh, right. That's for the... That's what we are doing. Oh, I guess we did talk about Chocobo Keep. Okay. We meet again, Yaranthe. I assume Brother Asumi warned you of the corruption my companions and I have been tasked with purifying here in the South Shroud. The source of this extensive blight is found to the southeast. The shrill, discordant voices of the elemental shriek their dismay in the vicinity of the withered treant. I suggest you give the area a wide berth. Considering the potential dangers, you might imagine how alarmed I was to discover young Sylphie wandering about this part of the Twelveswood. It seems that her mother, a woman who healed with conjury, but remained untrained by the guild, called this region her home. Sylphie herself had her head buried in some manner of tome, but if she is as sensitive to the elemental murmurings as I am led to believe, the din within her mind must be driving her to distraction. Pray, speak of the child, and see that she is well. I would do so myself if our current duty were not so pressing. We will, in fact, be setting out at any moment. Sylphie! Where are you? Oh, are you inside? No. Oh, yes you are! Yaranthe? Oh, I should have known that Wolf you would tattle on me. And Brother Asumi sent you to take me back, didn't he? This is where my mother used to live, you know? Right up until she passed on. Both were grateful for the healing she offered. This is the journal she used to keep. There's an entry that explains how nature becomes furious when conjurers use their art. How there are always more people wounded in battles when mortals abuse the power that is not theirs to take. My mother refused to draw on nature because she was scared of making it angry. She wouldn't lie about such things, and I want to do what she would have wanted. I want to stop using conjuring altogether. I never heard the voices this mad before. I bet it's because Wolfyu and the others are overusing their art. We have to go and stop them. Sylphie, I think there's a misunderstanding here. Oh god, are all the way over there? Okay. It would be faster to teleport. I'm not going to though, because that costs 100 gil. And that's silly. Ooh, we have a solo duty. Okay, Jep, are you gonna... What? What? Oh. Rude. There's a new one. God, it's so loud. Can't you hear it? Nature is shrieking in rage. Oh god. Nature is angry with us. You mustn't use any more contrary. Too bad. We're only making nature more furious. Oh, these things die easy. We do have a tainted earth spray. I'll go ahead and arrow that. Oh, I was gonna heal him, but oh, if you don't, well, for you, you need healing. I'll hit the treant. Even the creatures of the woods know this is wrong. Oh, what the hell? Now nature sends thunder and lightning against us. What more proof do you need? I didn't know the elemental bottles were actually from a Realm Reborn. Well, actually, I think they're technically from Final Fantasy XI, but I didn't realize that they were introduced to the game this early. Or didn't remember, rather. Oh no! Don't die, wolf you! Oh god, Rose with Jesus. Mud Pipe Princess? Wait, the elementals are helping us? What the? Oh, come on! That's so rude. I can't believe nature actually helped us. There's nothing scary about it at all. I might still wonder if it really was safe for Conjurers to borrow that power if I hadn't seen the way you wield it. Nothing could seem more natural. I think it's time I went back to the guild. There are a few things I need to collect first, so please, go ahead without me. Welcome back, Yaranthe. And you also, Sylphie. Brother Asumi, I'm sorry I ran away like that. I understand, child. Did you find the answers you sought? Yes. Thanks to Yaranthe. He showed me that nature was nothing to be afraid of. I think I know why my mother refused to call upon its power. She believed the act caused suffering to nature itself. I see. So it was her very love for nature that prevented her from drawing on its strength. Tell me, Sylphie, has the fog of indecision now lifted from your mind? It has, Guildmaster. I understand now why my mother chose the path she did. But full glad am I to hear that. I must ask of you one more question. Yes, Brother Asumi? When you first witnessed Yaranthe cleanse a corrupted element, you mentioned hearing voices. How exactly did they sound? The voices? Well, they sounded joyful, like a crowd letting out a sudden cheer. I really heard them, I swear. I am sure you did, Sylphie. This is a gift. Conjurers may sense the power of nature and borrow from its strength, but not all can hear its whispers. What you describe are the voices of the elementals. You may very well possess the talent to become a healer. A, a healer? Of course. Much relies on your studies of conjuring. You have a natural aptitude, but have thus far lacked commitment. You must not neglect your training, Sylphie. Putting aside such matters for a moment, I am curious to hear about the disturbance you'd observed in the South Shroud here and there. I assume from the reports I've received that it was of a different magnitude to those which you have previously encountered. Am I correct? This bodes ill. The creatures known as mud pies are not native to the Trellswood. Wonder what relation this may have to the seemingly ever-increasing frequency of these disturbances. Something beyond the damage wrought by the calamity afflicts the Trellswood. I shall commune with the elementals and seek to identify this threat. Yerente, Sylphie, I may have need of you both before long. Until then, give yourselves over to the study of our art. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. Alright, let's see what is going to be an improvement. Looks like everything. Gosh dang. Alright, let's take a look. We'd be going from 17 to 21. I'm really just looking at item level to see. Okay, 17 to 26. Oh. Yeah, our headpiece is getting the upgrade. Brass spectacles going to be replaced by silver spectacles. We also got our new weapon. Just want to check something. Okay, yeah. So we definitely want to do the level 31 as soon as we can, because we'll get a new we'll get a new spell of Cure 2. Excellent. Alright. Do gear. Alright. Now we can finally go to Bent Bridge Meadows and start heading to the Tam-Tara Deep Grot. There might be side quests along the way. There are not side quests here. Okay. Well, let's just, oh dear. There we go. Let's just sprint our way down. We've been down near the Tam-Tara Deep Grot before for other questing. It's where those magic bones were that were aggroing on us and we didn't want them to. We were just trying to kill those fireflies. But now we're actually going to explore the place. Before we go in there are going to be a couple things I want to just take a look at. The first of which is going to be the duty finder, where you can play with NPCs. I kind of want to just look and see like what NPCs we could have had if we took them into Sastasha instead of going with other players, and then I'm going to do the same thing for Tam-Tara. For every dungeon, we are still going to actually play it with other players of the game and not just deal with the NPCs. But I thought it'd be fun to look and see like who the game would give us. Oh, hello. Some familiar faces here. So we meet again. I cannot say I'm surprised to see you here. We took the prize back in Limsa, but this time we will give you better sport, or I am no true adventurer. Gods, I hate mausoleums. It's not right to disturb the dead in their slumber. Think of our goal, sister. One day our adventures will be the sum of song, and it will all be worth it. And then there's the grandpa and the granddaughter. Oh, childish curiosity prompted me to commit the most elementary of blunders. Were not for the fruit that Alian found, my adventures may well have ended in this forbidding place. Always look before you leap. In my haste, this most fundamental rule of adventuring slipped my mind. I do believe I shall rest here a while. Oh, I shudder to think what might have happened to Isildur Had I not thought to pick the fruit I stumbled across on the way here. Sometimes he has too much vigor for his own good. Age is supposed to mellow us, but if anything, it has made him more impetuous. I understand his desire to make use of the time left of him, but one misstep, and there won't be any. Got a point. You're here in Thay's Antuck, I take it. Thanks for helping us out, friend. No doubt the Bow Lord has already informed you, but your task is to enter the Deep Grot and purge it with the Lambs of Dalamud. In case you're unfamiliar with them, the cult emerged shortly before the Calamity put an end to the 6th Astral Era. The cultists took the Lesser Moon, Dalamud, for their god, believing that it would deliver them from the devastation. And so, they were rather disappointed when Dalamud instead exploded into 1,000 flaming pieces before it could complete its ascent. Now, having seen their god turn to ash, one would think that the cultists might feel moved to question their faith. On the contrary, it served only to stoke the flames of their fanaticism. The Lambs of Dalamud are convinced that heretics, that is to say, everyone but them, interfered with the coming of their Lord and Savior, and it's now their sacred duty to avenge him. Whatever it is, they're doing it in whatever it is they're doing in the Deep Crypt, you may be sure that no good will come of it. For the sake of Gridania and Orizia at large, put an end to their madness. Alright. Let's look at the duty finder. Or duty support, I think is what it actually is. Yeah, duty support. Just gonna close out of that. So for Sistasha, we would have gotten an Eager Marauder, Thaumaturge, and Lancer. For Tam-Tara, it's the same. Presumably, the same people. Maybe, maybe not. But I like to think it is. What was the other thing I wanted to look at? Oh, yeah! So, there is... Can I even do this yet? Yes. Portraits. So, you can make up... Oh, I'd save a gear set for this. Okay. So, first of all, there are gear sets. I'm going to go to gear set list here and just click this plus button. And now we have 8 Conjurer gear sets. So if I was to have multiple classes, this could be a smart thing to have multiple gear sets for. And I can just easily click on one and it will completely swap all of my gear for the gear of that set. It's rather nice. Especially when you have every class leveled. But now that we have that, we can go in here into portraits. And now we can make a portrait for ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and click edit. We can zoom out, zoom in. We can... rotate our character around, and we have some different backgrounds we can use. All of my portraits for my main character use... Oh, do I not even have it? I'll just scroll through all of these. Oh, I know why, because I'm looking in preset. I want to look at his background. All of mine have starry sky for my main. But let's do something different. Let's mix this up. What is healer gradient? No, I don't want to do that. Wood panels? Kind of like wood panels. Ooh, no, that's too bright. Circuitry geometry is actually not bad. Brick? Quilted? What's quilted white? Oh. I look like I'm in a padded room. Kind of like the void. I also kind of like that I'm like awkwardly just like kind of off center just a little bit. So then I can add a frame if I want. I don't have a frame for any of mine. Maybe we'll do this. So we're just kind of make like something kind of weird and randomish. I kind of like that. Well, I don't want to put that accent on there. I don't know if I want to have any accent. What is luster? No, definitely not. Sparkles, particles. Maybe the particles are okay. What's laurels? No. Floral embellishment? No. Let's just leave the particles on there. And then if I go to the character tab, then I can pick different poses. And we'll go through animations, and I can like pause them. We'll just see what we like. And I can always just like keep making changes to things. So I think 8's okay. Goodbye is possible because I could pause it like right. Oh, too late. I could pause it there and like kind of rotate myself around so it looks like I'm doing different things. There's salute. There's chuckle. There's a lot of different options. Honestly, like look at all of these. It's actually really good. And we'll get even more like as we earn more emotes in the game that we'd be able to take. We can even do our dances that we learned and do them, although they kind of look a little weird here. I wish I could like make it slow so that it'd be easier to pause it. Oh, you know what? Kind of like that. Kind of like that pose right there in the middle of the ball dance. Let's save it. Now, the reason why I'm doing this here is because at the start of a dungeon, you'll be able to see everybody's portraits until if you'll start running forward. And since we kind of get the cutscenes at the beginning, so it takes us a little bit longer to load in, we may not see them as much, but now people can see ours. You also get to see it whenever you're doing the player commendation at the end of the dungeon. Again, if people don't immediately run out. But let's uncheck Sasasha. Let's check Tam-Tara. Let's read about it. Since its establishment during Gelmoran times, this subterranean crypt has been used for generations as a final resting place for the remains of rulers and nobles. Since the calamity, however, the tunnels have become overrun with the Lambs of Dalamud, a deadly cult who worships the now fallen satellite as their savior. It is in the deep crop that these twisted souls silently plot revenge against those who fought to prevent the advent of Dalamud, summoning any dark presence who will aid them to this end, no matter the cost. And because we're a healer, our Qs are pretty much instant. Let's go! There's our portraits up there. How nice. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, so there's... Okay, good. The party list is now a lot closer. It's going to be easier for me to see. Ooh, somebody's a Reaper. I like the Reaper class. It is a favorite. We have a Reaper, a Gladiator, and a Black Mage. Last dungeon we had a Warrior, a Pugilist. I don't remember what the other person was. Alright, we are going to be running ahead a little bit, it seems. I need to keep an eye on our tank's health. Oh, yeah. Healing time. I'll throw a Medica down too because our black mage's a little bit hurt. There we go. Our black mage is definitely experienced because I know that headgear that they're wearing. That is some level 90 stuff. Could have healed a tank, but we didn't need to. We didn't get close to dying. I said we could focus on dealing more damage. Oh, we're gonna keep moving. There we go. He got low, but we took care of him. Man, having an AoE damage over time still would be really cool. Some classes get them. I'm not sure that I do. I can't remember for sure. Maybe. And we got another void soul counter. You clear out the enemies and a void soul counter will appear. And we gotta deal with the orb. That's pretty much how this dungeon is gonna work. Alright, Ka, you don't need my healing, right? We can just kill this thing? Beautiful. Ugh, Yarzons. Creepy. Oh, a big group of enemies here. Need to keep an eye on the hell for sure this time. Alright, start to heal. Back to damage. Hell yeah, we're doing it. It's an interesting map layout. We're not going to go in that room, I guess. There's a treasure coffer in there, but it's kind of a who cares? It's not required, so we just move on. Thankfully, it's already revealed in our map. Before we can get to these guys, we have to figure out a way past that barrier. So, we gotta keep on going down this corridor, hallway, where there are more enemies awaiting us. And then we have over here a cultist rosary. Somebody has to interact with that. Tot got to it first. Now that we have that, we can go interact with the barrier and take it down. Alright, we're gonna do the same thing as before. We kill the grave diggers, we kill the cultists, and then we'll have to fight some demons. Or one demon, I guess. And once he dies, we have to take care of both of these remaining cultist orbs. And then we can move on to the final boss.
Who summons me from the void to reside within whatever the hell else I said?
Dog went a little quick. We are now fighting Galvanth the Dominator. It's a mind flayer. Or, well, there's a few different words. Final Fantasy I calls them Pisco Demons. They're also called Illithid. Have a few names. We gotta kill the imps because they are protecting Galvan. Oh, cat needs help. Cat needs help. I got you, cat. Oh, dang imps. You go cat, another heal. Ooh, I can use soon the paralysis. And that was the melee level 1 DPS I just used. That brought out a giant sword. Like a spectral version of Cloud's Buster Sword. Alright, let's see if we can do a player commendation fast enough. I like giving it to DPS because typically people give it to the healer and tank more often than not. So I like to show some appreciation to my DPS. We got all 3 player commendations. It's both healer bias and also first time player bias. Of course, they don't know that this isn't my first time. It's alright though. Alright, let's take a look at the equipment we just got. Plundered goggles, we can't wear those. We'll just put them straight in the armory chest anyways. Plundered Salada, plundered Cuirass. Oh, the Cavalier's hat. Oh, but it's weaker. What would it look like though? I can't even. It doesn't even. Fuck it. And we got pugilist weapons. Alright. Can we get stuff for conjurers? We also got a faded scroll. These can be used with crafting. You can create a music roll of the music from that dungeon. Not going to be something that I'm going to worry about on this character, but on my main, I have been trying to get like all the music, all the minions, everything I get from the dungeons I've been trying to do. But I've already got that one on my main anyway, so it also doesn't strictly matter to me. So that's when we clear Tam-Tara. Let's head back to Mother Mion. And then I kind of already mentioned it, but we'll be having a dungeon in Ul'dah soon. The Mother Mion will be sending us over to her counterpart in Ul'dah, and we'll learn about the dungeon there. We are wearing our best equipment, right? Yeah, we are. And we're level 27. Nice. Welcome back, Yerinthe. I'm reliably informed that your foray into the Deepcroft was a success. Nor did I expect anything less. You've made such a habit of succeeding that it's difficult not to take your talents for granted. Rest assured, however, Mother is impressed, even if she isn't surprised. But Lord Lewin asked me to pass on his thanks as well. I must say, it's something of a relief to be able to call upon such a capable adventurer. Sadly, death has become an ever more common occurrence within our fraternity of late. Times being what they are, the guild is constantly inundated with petitions, and we are hard-pressed to find enough hands to deal with them all. While this means no shortage of work for able souls such as yourself, it also provides ample opportunity for the inexperienced to overreach themselves with predictable consequences. Ah, as if to illustrate the point. Aveir's gone, and it's all your fault. If it hadn't taken you an age to heal him, he would still be alive. But I tried. He bolted out of rage before I could finish the spell. He shouldn't have been so hard pressed in the first place. We should have done more to lighten his burden. Ah, to hell's with this pathetic excuse for a party. I'm leaving. It'll be too soon if I ever saw your faces again. Goodbye and good riddance. I'm leaving as well. I doubt this comes as any surprise, but I never liked you. I only suffered you for your healing. You couldn't even do that one thing right. Cruel though this may sound, you brought this upon yourself. Oh, and by way of some parting advice, get rid of a bear's head. Bury it, cremate it, do whatever the hell you like with it. But for God's sake, stop carrying it around. It's just get rid of it, alright? That's kind of fucked up, Ada. Wait, don't leave me alone, please. I'm so sorry, Aver. Please forgive me. I don't think he can. Scenes like this have become all too common. That makes a dozen times in half as many days. Now you see why I'm grateful for adventures of your experience. I can send men like you on a mission without worrying that you might not return. Well, not so much, at any rate. Speaking of missions, I would entrust you with another. About a bell ago, I received a message from my counterpart in Ul'dah. She seeks the services for a reliable adventurer, and you are nothing if not reliable. If you think you might be interested in the task, say the word, and I'll be glad to share the details with you. And that's why I wanted to talk to Edda and her party when we were outside of Sastasha to kind of lead up to this moment. I feel bad for her. Her party did not treat her well. Call the desert. Miona's information on a new task. So, you're not averse to taking a little trip? Wonderful. As I mentioned earlier, the request comes to us from the Adventurers Guild in Ul'dah. Once you arrive, seek out Momodi, the proprietress of the quicksand. Think of her as a sultanate's version of myself. Chances are, she'll send you into the midst of danger, but I have every confidence that you will pull through unscathed. Now, off you go, Yerinthe, and good luck. To Ul'dah we go. There's a group of people gathered up here. Well, none of our business. We can play triple triad against Wymond. We won't. There is no story related to triple triad, so we're not going to bother with it. I've been doing it on my main, but I don't need to do it here. Welcome to the quicksand, friend. I'm a tad busy right now. If you wouldn't mind showing yourself to... Hang on. Judging by your determined expression, I take it you ain't here for ale. Are you called Yerinthe Zantok by any chance? Mion sent word that you'd be reporting for duty. Just made a point of calling you the adventurer of the moment. That ain't no small praise coming from her. But you didn't come all the way here to listen to my prattle. Doubtless you're eager to get started, so let's talk business, shall we? Into a copper hell. Momodi is waiting to brief you on your task. The petitioner ought to be arriving any moment now. Gods almighty! Another second of that sun, and I would have been set afire. A tankard of ale, if you would be so kind. Excellent timing, Papa Sean. It just so happens the adventurer who'll be handling your petition is here. So this strapping young lad is the much lauded adventurer, is he? Marvelous, marvelous. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. I am Papa Sean, formerly of the Sultan Sworn. I thank you for agreeing to lend us your aid. Mayhap like to apprise Yerinthe of his mission? Oh, yes, of course. The petition in question was submitted by an acquaintance of mine at Magina and Sons mineral concern. It relates to an unfortunate development at Copperbell Mines. To be plain, giants have seized control of the place. These giants are the clan known as the Hecatoncheires, fearsome creatures who are still within the deepest depths of the mines during the bygone Thorn dynasty. Alas, it seems they have managed to break through the layer of rock which served to imprison them, and now prowl the tunnels where the miners ply their trade. The creatures are justifiably angry about their treatment at the hands of their ancestors, and their presence has forced the suspension of all mining activities on the site. It's no wonder they're in agony. Didn't the Thorn dynasty come to an end over 300 years ago? You know your history well, milady. The people of that age used the Hecatoncheires to work their mines. By way of enchanted helms, they were able to bind the ferocious creatures to their will. But as is oft the way in such tales, these enchantments eventually failed, and the slaves rose up against their masters. In a desperate bid to contain the unbridled fury of the Hecatoncheires, our ancestors introduced the collapse of the mine's lowermost levels. So it was that the great giant revolt was ended, buried beneath 100,000 tons of rock. Well, now that's got me thinking. I seem to recall there being an article about Copperbell in the Mythoroi a fortnight or so ago. It said the mines were being reopened so as to meet the rising demand for building materials. Like as not, our boys dug a bit too deep and freed the giants. Gods, think the poor creatures are still alive and kicking after 3 centuries. That's a long time to nurse a grudge. It must be seething. Indeed, and that makes them a danger to us all. There will be no mining at Copperbell so long as they remain. For the sake of both peace and prosperity, they must be subdued. This is the task which we would have you undertake. I will not deny that the mission will be rife with danger, but our need is great, and so I beg you, put an end to this sorry business. Oh, gods bless you. I feared you might have reservations, but I assure you, it is for the best. In case you don't know, Copperbell mines are in western Thanalan. Do take care, you hear? Ah, and one last thing before you depart. An employee of Amadina and Sons is presently at the quicksand. The fellow's name is Painted Mesa, and he knows Copperbell mines well. It may behoove you to seek his counsel. Rogadan names. They're either unpronounceable or they're just 2 words. And the unpronounceable typically can be translated into 2 words. Looking for Painted Mesa? Yeah, you found him. You're the adventurer who's volunteered to deal with the mess down in Copperbell, are you? You've got guts, mate. I just hope you've got the skills to go with him, because things ain't pretty down there. The Hecatoncheires have left the place in a right state, and nary a week after mine had resumed. I don't know if you know this, but Copperbell was old when the second Ul'dah dynasty was still young, and it was abandoned centuries ago. If it hadn't been for the shortage of materials needed for the rebuilding effort, the concern would never have thought to open it. We knew full well about the giants beforehand, but the project went ahead anyway. I mean, nothing could possibly survive being buried under mountains with a rock for 3 centuries, right? Wrong. Our miners dug up more than they bargained for. One swing of the pickaxe too many, and they found themselves in the company of giants. Unless we can subdue them, the nation's glorious recovery will grind to a halt for one devout to build with. The stone torches are keeping watch over the entrance in case the giants fancy some sunlight and fresh air. One of them will be able to show you the way in. The hope of the nation's resting on you, friend. Best of luck. Well, gotta go to Western Thanalan, wherever that is. Well, I guess I could, okay. Oh good, so we can't just straight warp there. Excellent. Well, we can get into Western Thanalan easily. We can't just warp to the Copperbell mines. That'd be kind of wild. Alright, so if I warp to the gate of Zoltana, that will bring us to Western Thanalan. Oh, there's a blue. Oh. I didn't even pick up the one for. I haven't picked up the Limsa version of that yet. This blue quest over here is for the Goblet, which is Ul'Dah's residential district, much like has I mentioned before how Gridania has the lavender beds. We'll go ahead and pick that up. I'm not going to pick up the other quests because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up side quests that are like either blue ones or level appropriate. And we're level 28, so all these level 10s are just not going to be it. We'll save them for other classes trying to level. I may change my mind on that, but that's where I'm thinking now. I know a few episodes ago I was talking the opposite, but it's fine. Where the heart is. Emmy has information that may interest wealthy adventurers. Have you heard the news about the Goblet? All that quality land, so desperately coveted, is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine, the entire area could end up owned by wealthy foreign... beg your pardon, sir. Isn't that I dislike adventurers? Far from it. But when you consider that Ul'dah is still struggling to accommodate countless refugees, the idea of this land is being sold for profit is not surprising whatsoever, come to think of it. Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hardworking Ul'Dahns like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't have to be curious as well, would you? About the Goblet. My hands are full here, but if you have a moment to head that way and look into this auction business on my behalf, I'd be ever so grateful. There's bound to be an immortal flames represented by the gates and the Goblet who can explain what's going on. This wouldn't happen without General Raubon's approval, that much I'm sure. Where... Okay, that's not too far from where we're at. Good. I was a little bit worried about that. The house that my main character lives in is actually in the Goblet. I don't recall offhand what ward I'm in, though. So we're not going to go visit my house right now. Eventually, I do kind of want to show it off. Not that there's really much to really see, but it's kind of haphazard. Oh, so you've heard about the auctions. Hey, it is true. In an effort to encourage immigration to our great nation, all lands within the Goblet are to be set aside for adventurers like yourself. Tragic, some might say, that only adventurers will be permitted to settle within its wards, but such decisions were made by men wiser than I. A beautiful place, the Goblet. A man-made oasis built atop a towering butte. But why bother explaining when you can see it for yourself? Just head through these gates and follow the road. If you wish to know more about the Goblet, speak with the recruit station just past the entrance. They'll be happy to assist you. Alright, let's go to a specified ward. Like we did before, I'm going to randomize where we're going to go, what house we're going to go look at. So, let's see here. We're going to go to Ward 21. I mean, actually, if I looked at them enough, I should be able to find which one is my house. I just... Really want to do that right now, though? Not really. We'll pick another time to look at that. Anyways, Ward 21 is going to go to house number 22, which is owned by Azili Healy. Hello and welcome, they say. Alright, well, we're going to go check out your house, Azili. Let's say, yeah, 21, house 22. Actually, I should try to do a medium house, because they're larger than the small that we saw in the lavender beds. Maybe we'll rerun by trying to get to a medium. I do really like the Goblet though. Like it's really nice looking. It's a nice little oasis spot. Lavender beds though is also very nice looking. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Goblet. Beg your pardon? An Ul'dah woman asked you to learn more about the auctions? Oh dear. As you may have heard, these plots are reserved exclusively for adventurers. Since your friend is an Ul'dah citizen, she is ineligible to participate. Should you yourself have a mind to purchase the plot, pray speak with the resident caretaker. He can guide you through the process. Alright, where is house 21? Okay. Let's head over to it. I could warp there, but I've already started walking. Wait. Go up the stairs. There we go. Ooh. This place looks really nice already. I'm glad we chose to look at this one instead of rerandom everything for a medium. They've got like a whole Moogle thing going on. Oh, I love it. They got a gardening plot. This is really nice looking. Oh, we can't go in. Well, sadness. It's the soup store. Oh wait, this isn't the one. Oh, I'm supposed to look for 22, not 21. That explains it. Where's 22 then? How do I get to 22? Here it is. Oh no, this is 23. Shit. I want 22. What? That's 24. Where's 22? I think it's that one up there. Yeah, here we go. Here's 22. The Zeely Love Shack. Oh boy. Oh, they've got the same fountain. Is that? It looks like Bismarck, maybe. Kind of nice looking. Got a Chocobo stable. Striking dummy for practicing your attacks on. Let's see what it's like on the inside. Nice. Good music choice. Oh, okay, so there's a future boss statue. Oh, they got a nice little table and all the dishes. Some kitchen set. Portrait of Nanamo and Raoban. What a distinguished gentleman in that photo. I wonder if we'll ever meet him. A lot of books. What's downstairs? Ooh, a very nice little living space. We got a nice little rug leading to a hot tub here. Some nice artwork. Oh, we got a clock. Does it show the actual in-game time? Oh, it does. Nice. That's actually really cool. An empty photo frame. That seems weird. Another portrait of Nanamo. Got themselves a bed. Oh, well, that's fun. They have another clock, and it looks like its alarm has been going off for a while. Oh, they have 3 clocks. Oh, geez. That's a nice looking house. It's definitely better put together than mine. All right. Let's get out of here. At some point, I'll have to remember to look up what my house, where my house is, so we can show that off. Alright, let's go tell the lady the bad news. She can't get a house here. But if she becomes an adventurer, I mean, then she could. You've returned. Tell me, what have you learned of the auctions? What do you mean it's reserved exclusively for adventurers? I mean, sure, times are tough and every nation is scrambling to attract formidable fighters. But what about my needs? What about my 40 acres and a chocobo? Oh, it's just not fair. The land's not big enough for 40 acres, let me tell you that much. And now we can teleport to the goblet. Alright, let's get going to the main quest. Oh, there are blue quests way up there. I'm not going to go over there yet. What are these? Level 50, level 35? What are those? The other one, though, we'll be going into that location actually relatively soon. So I'm not going to worry about picking up that blue quest yet. We'll get there in time. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I need to go across this bridge. Traipsing through the desert. We can almost sprint again. There we go. Run, Yerinde. Run as fast as you can. There they are. There's been an incident inside Copperbell Mines. We're here to ensure that its effects are contained, but for your own safety, I suggest you stay well away from here. What? You are the adventurer who's volunteered to quell the Hecatoncheer? I didn't think that Papa Sean would be able to find someone so quickly. If at all. The giants are content to wreak havoc inside of the mines for now. It's only a matter of time before they think to come outside. The sooner you see to them, the better. Make ready as best as you can and enter at will. Alright, first let's see what would it be with NPCs. It'd be a Marauder, Thaumaturge, and Lancer again. Alright. But it is normally the Lancer, right? I want to say so. Duty support. Yeah, the Eager Lancer. And they're leveling up. But we are going to do this with a party of peoples. So, Copperbell Mines. Abandoned, once purged of ore, Copperbell Mines lay untouched for nigh on 3 centuries until Amagina and Sons mineral concern reclaimed the shafts. The guild sights out on expanding the mines downward in an attempt to tap yet undiscovered veins of valuable metal. Unfortunately, it was not riches the powder kegs uncovered, but sheer terror. For when the smoke cleared, out poured an army of raging giants from the darkest recesses of the mines. The Hecatoncheers, thralls of the Lost Thorn dynasty, were at last free from their lightless prison. 300 years of hate fueling their madness. Oh, not an instant pop. I guess it has gotten rather late where I am. We are starting... Oh, there we go. I was about to say, like, we are definitely starting to get to, that point where night is becoming morning, or it's like it's on its way. I've been up too long. I wanted to get some progress done. Sue me. That said, I will be going to bed after this. Ah. Oh God. I saw our tank's outfit. Jesus, my man. Okay. He's gonna go balls in. Let's see here. We have a warrior, a dragoon, and a machinist. Machinist is another one of my two main classes for my main character. I play Reaper and Machinist primarily. They are great fun. The Hackathon chair is pretty big. It is pretty big indeed. While it's going through this, I'm just gonna keep our tank targeted so I can heal them while they're in the middle running around. Okay. They're, oh, yep, no, here we go. We got an achievement for killing X amount of enemies. I don't know how many that X amount is. See if we can check it real quick. Oh my god, I was thinking if I were to load. Defeating 500. Nice. Oh god, tank, where are you going? You're running away, stresses me out. I'm not doing too bad though, healing. I still would not want to do this on like a higher level content, but we're not doing too bad. So yeah, we gotta collect fire sand where we'll find it throughout the dungeon. And as we put inside the powder chamber, then somebody uses the blasting device, and kaboom, we opened a way. First boss, Kados. He's a Hecatology here. Oh, that symbol. Oh shoot, that means the tank is about to take a lot of damage. Oh, that wasn't a lot. It would normally be a lot. Oh, right. This is bad. Luckily, the safe zone. He does big hit, big hit, big hit. And then he'll do a Kodal. Unfortunately for Kados, our team is doing more DPS than his health can handle. What? I wonder what kind of gear these other people have. Okay, level 90 machinist gear. Oh, the Dragoon's only at 50, but so having a 90 is a big help. Unfortunately, I can only have one of these unique items coming from the dungeon, so I can't like have extra things. But That just means either somebody else will get it or it'll get tossed into the ether. Oh, I just noticed his name is Fell Down. That's good. Oh, I'm gonna follow the tank. I'm surprised the party split. I was really not expecting that. I hope they're okay over there. Did they already get to the... Wow, they already took care of it. Good job, guys. Fire sand. I'll get this one. We got Icarus Ire. Second boss. I'm gonna go over here. Ew. These things. Don't be too close to them. They'll explode into big AoEs. Like so. No. I need to move. Felodon, you got this. You don't need me to heal you. Beautiful. I want to use the blasting device. Yes! Haha! It was me. We actually ignored those enemies. We can go around them. We couldn't ignore that errant soul. Oh well. The treasure chest coffer over there, but it's guarded by another enemy, so I'm not gonna go get it. And it's probably not gonna be something that's any stronger than what I already have, so it's fine. This one I can get, though. Nothing's guarding it. Psh, we rolled a 1. Slaves no more! Free! Free! Oh dear. Oh, I almost got turned around. Oh, good. For the dialogue, I thought maybe they'd already started the fight, but they didn't. Some people will do that. Gygus the Great. We'll see how great he really is. Oh, we gotta get in close. And then I think I'll do one now that's, means we want to get away from him, I think? Yep, he moved to the middle. Alright, Felodon, am I gonna need to heal you at all in this fight? It'd be cool if I don't. Now we got this. Yeah. I think they all left. Oh. Oh yeah, they have all left. Oh well. Not everyone will stick around to deal with somebody else's cutscene going through, just for accommodation. All right, let's check out that gear we got. Oh, we'll put the plunk in our armor just in case, like, it somehow is considered better, but I don't think it's gonna be. Acolyte's thigh boots. Lunar Grimoire is another weapon for a different class. Now here's something interesting: the ethereal brass gorget. This is of a this pink rarity is unique to a Realm Reborn, and it means that the stats you get are actually randomized. So that's kind of cool. Thankfully, they did not continue with that because it would have made things annoying later on. Okay, nothing's considered better. Oh, well. That's fine. But now we go report back to Painted Mesa in Ul'dah. Actually, I guess there was a closer aetheryte that we could have warped to. Oh well, it's fine. We actually got done with that dungeon a lot faster than I thought we were going to. Having that level 90 plus player was pretty nice for our DPS. And that warrior clearly knew what they were doing. Funnily enough, we've had... Actually, no. Our second dungeon had a gladiator. I thought like all of our 3 dungeons had a warrior for a tank. Oh. Oh, this is unexpected. It's a solo duty. Commence battle for into a Copperbell. Oh, okay. The Conqueror of Copperbell returns. Thanks to you, our mining operations can resume, and Ul'dah will have the material she needs to rebuild. The entire nation's in your debt, friend. I'll share the good tidings with Papa Sean the next time I see him. As for you, you'll want to report to Modi. It'll do the woman well to see you alive and in one piece. No! Oh, it's this guy. Oh, shut your mouth, you thieving little swine. You stole from me. Don't even think to deny it. Oh, no, please, sir. I didn't steal nothing. I bought this. Paid for it with my own coin. Oh, what rot. You refugees are all the same. Couldn't afford maggoty mole meat, much less a choice cut of dodo. I'm gonna say this one more time. Give back what you stole, or I'll make you wish you'd never set foot in this town. By rights, I should turn you over to the brass blades. You know, help keep the streets safe for law-abiding citizens. But I'm a reasonable man. You agree to serve me in whatever capacity I require. The authorities didn't hear of your crime. I'd like to kill them now. But I ain't done nothing wrong. Trova's me witness. Please, adventurer, help me, I beg of ye. I swear on me mother's grave, I didn't steal nothing. I bought this with the coin I'd saved. I only wanted to treat my children to a decent meal.
And who the hells are you when you're at home? This dog's master? I've had enough of this mummer's farce. You lot, teach them a lesson.
Or maybe I didn't need to target all of them. Oh boy. Actually, this is going alright. I was a little worried about how my health is going to go, but we're good. Why is that guy not as dead? Was the Raucous one a healer? You were beaten by a magic stick.
I ain't getting paid enough of this. Where the hell do you think you're going?
Oh, thank you, kind adventurer. Thank you thrice over. I'm getting one of those headaches again. I'd swear there were more refugees than when I last looked. And you wouldn't be mistaken. It's been 5 years since the calamity. Why are they only coming here now? It's simple, really. While a number of hamlets survived the immediate aftermath of the calamity, many were no longer able to support their communities. Residents found their lands had either been rendered barren or cut off from trade routes, and problems like those aren't easily solved. But they tried to make the best of it. It's only a matter of time before they were forced to abandon their homes and seek a new life in the city. I see. But the calamity affected the whole realm, didn't it? Is the same thing happening in the other cities? The talk is true. Yeah. Though perhaps our situation is more pronounced. Ul'dah has a reputation for being prosperous, so it's natural that the refugees will try their luck here first. Oh, my heart goes out to them, it truly does. But I'll be lying if I said that I wasn't apprehensive. I hope their presence doesn't foment lawlessness in the city. Well, if things do take a turn for the worse, we always have the immortal flames. I dare say the brass blades would welcome their help. The heroes who fought the Guardian Empire patrolling the street for riffraff? It may well come to that. Impoverished and desperate as they are, you may be sure that some of the refugees will turn to crime. You know what this place is like. If you've no coin, you've no hope. What will become of our city? Not all refugees are bad, mind you. Some are able to find employment and lead honest lives. Dodo tenderloins! Get your dodo tenderloins, guaranteed cheapest in Thanaland. Thank you for your custom, madam. Please come again. Look around. You'd think that Ul'dah was well on its way to recovery. But peer through the veil of prosperity, and you'll see no end to the misery and suffering. And as we can see, she did properly buy that dodo meat. Why are we able to see these things? Strange. Sir? Are you alright? Oh, what now? You mean to threaten a defenseless citizen? What? Saw her buy that meat, you say? Well, that's absurd! As did I. Leave the poor woman alone, you damnable vulture. But who said that? I thought that was somebody else that we were about to be introduced to. It was a random citizen. I will overlook this. Get this once. God's bless you, adventurer. If you hadn't come along when you did, who knows what that monster might have done? Don't bear thinking about. Case closed. Oh, it's Ada. Hello again. We've been keeping a close eye on you ever since you left Gridania. You discharged your duty as envoy impeccably, and never once faltered in the face of myriad dangers. But more importantly, you were always ready to help those in need, even if you didn't stand to earn a guild by doing so. You are possessed of all the qualities we seek in an adventurer. Of this we are convinced. Even if you were kind of dragged into that business with the dodo meat. Yes, thank you, Ul'dah. Ahem. And then there is the matter of your gift. I dare say you are curious as to the nature of the vision you bore witness to moments ago. Well, we can help you understand it. You're not the only one with that power, you know. We have a friend who has it too, and we'd love for you to meet her. And meeting her is only the beginning. We would also have you lend your strength to our cause. In return, we should be glad to assist your adventuring endeavors in whatever way we are able. Should you decide to take us up on our offer, and I sincerely hope you will, pray speak with Momori. The proprietress of the Quicksand is a good friend of ours. She will tell you where to find us. Wait a minute. We haven't even told you the name of our order. We're the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Defenders of Justice. Oh, but don't tell anyone. Except for Momori. She knows already. We're about to become a somebody. Well, I mean, we've been taking those steps to become a somebody. I mean, getting acquainted with Kanna-E-Senna, being the Gridanian envoy, but now we're about to go up a tier. Scenes like that are becoming even more common, I'm afraid. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, you'll probably be alright. Saying that, if you ever find yourself in a spot of bother, come and see me. Just don't go pestering me every time you graze your knee, eh? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Ah, Yaren Thay. Sorry to keep you waiting. I was just providing guidance to a fresh-off-the-carriage adventurer. But gods, it's good to see you safe and well. Look at you. No one would ever guess you'd have been hard at it with giants in the dark. You're every only adventurer Mion said you'd be, Yaranthe. The station master will be overjoyed when he hears the news. Oh, before I forget, there's a lass here who wants a word with you. Didn't actually know your name, but hearing her description, I knew who she meant right away. Oh, it's Edda. Thank you for sparing the time. I realize that you don't know me, but I've been longing to speak with you for a while now. My name is Edda. I'm an adventurer like you, though I'm not very good at being one, if truth be told. And anyway, I was adventuring with my friends in Gridania I'm sorry. We were in Gridania when the leader of our party was killed. His name was Aver, and he and I were to be wed in the spring. You may not remember him, but to say that he remembered you would be an understatement. He would sing your praises from dawn to dusk. He saw you for what you are, an adventurer's adventurer, and swore that he would be like you one day. Hold on, brief step back. You were gonna maybe marrying him, and he was a major dick to you. I don't want to speak ill of the dead here, but I don't think you should have married him. I believe that he would have succeeded had a fiend not robbed him of the chance. Since that day, I have thought long and hard about giving up adventuring. But when I think of the man you are, of all that you've achieved, I find that I am inspired, just as the bear once was. And so I've decided to start again as an adventurer. I will go back to the village of my birth and begin my training anew. But I wanted to meet you first, to ask you your name. Yaranthe Xantok. I shan't forget. Thank you, Yaranthe Xantok. I pray that we will meet again. Fare you well. Adventuring can be a cruel, bleeding business. Time was, I didn't know why anyone would bother. When they first asked me to take charge of the guild here, I didn't want aught to do with you lot. That'd be a right pain in the arse looking after you all. But against my better judgment, I decided to accept the post. And I'm full glad I did. I feel privileged to be a part of your lives. And that goes double for yours, Yaranthe. What did you say? You want to know about the scions of the 7th Dawn? Ah, they're beginning to move in earnest then. Interesting. Listen, Yaranthe, the scions ain't no ordinary folk. And the work they do ain't no ordinary work. I know full well how capable you are, but even you would think twice about attempting some of the stuff they do. Knowing that, if you're still certain you want to get involved, I'll tell you what I can. All right. Well, I think that's a good place to go ahead and stop for the day. Next time around, we're going to learn just who the scions of the 7th Dawn are and meet them. We'll see you all then. Bye, everyone.